Wow, it's finally here. After all these years of planning and discussion and putting designs into place and debate, we are finally at the point where we are breaking ground on the new City Hall for College Park. And it's so appropriate that this is happening now. We're an evolving city in so many ways, and like anything that evolves, every once in a while you need to molt your old skin, shed your old skin, and get a new shell. And this is going to be our new shell. This new city park, this new city hall represents so much change for College Park, so much that has happened in recent years. It's a great symbol for our evolving developing partnership with the University of Maryland, and we would not be here today without the partnership of the University of Maryland. I want to thank Wallace Lowe, especially Dr. Lowe, President Lowe, for his work in helping make that happen and his leadership. We wouldn't be here without our state delegation, without the District 21 delegation. Senator Rosa Pepp is here, and our delegates, Jocelyn Pena-Melnick, Ben Barnes, and Mary Lehman, as well as Barbara Frush that came before her, who all worked together to help make this happen, provided us bond bill support as well as support in so many other ways, and our partners with Prince George's County. Of course, County Council Member Danielle Glaros and Eric Olson, who was working on this project both as a city council member originally, and then as a county council member, and now as director of the City University Partnership. Later on, we're going to hear from my predecessor, Andy Fellows, who, under his leadership as mayor of the city of College Park, set this project in motion. And I still remember the date in fall of 2014. When we as a council came together and decided that we were going to create this vision for a new city hall located at the site of our then existing city hall, as a part of a project in an effort to really revitalize and change downtown College Park. And this new home for us symbolizes so much more than that. In addition to the partnership with the University of Maryland, it symbolizes our commitment to economic development and jobs in terms of bringing new life to our downtown. Part of the partnership with the University of Maryland means we're going to have 200 more employees who are located here working together alongside the City of College Park employees that will bring more life, more people on a day-to-day basis to our downtown area to support our local businesses. The new City Hall symbolizes economic sustainability because this building will be at the highest reaches of environmental sustainability. We want to make it green. We're committed to making it green, and we're going to see that happen. I'm really looking forward to getting to our groundbreaking. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'm going to move on and call up our next speaker, a man who, as I said before, without his leadership, this would not be possible. For the past 10 years, Wallace Lowe has brought a new tenor to the relationship between the city and the university. And because of that, we've had a lot of projects that we've partnered with together. The child care program that's in development down on Calvert Road, the College Park Academy, and so many others. The City Hall is only one of probably the most important, in my opinion, but one part of that great partnership. So, Wallace Lowe.
Thank you, Mayor Wojan, and welcome everyone. My remarks will be very brief. This is a very symbolic day. Today is Valentine's Day, and that's significant. And on Valentine's Day, a day where, well, we love each other, we are going to build here a new city hall. And in that new city hall, it will also include some of the most important administrative functions of the University of Maryland. And of course, on the first floor, there will be retail. So that means the private sector is involved. That is incredibly symbolic. This would not have happened without so many people here making it happen. And they've already been recognized, members of the City Council, members from the Prince George's Council, state officials. This is also a time of transition. And I hope that people in the future, when they look back and see all the transformation, the revitalization, I would say the renaissance of College Park, this did not happen simply because of the University of Maryland, or simply because of the city of College Park, or only because of state officials. It's all of us working together. And the symbolism of the working together in harmony, I dare say at times with love, is this new facility. So let me just say again, as I transition out, that I've come to love this university, and I've come to love College Park. And that love is not all the new buildings that are happening, it's the people who work here. People who care about this university, care about the education of our students, care about this community. And so it is so significant this is happening on Valentine's Day. Thank you. Our State Senator, Jim Rosapep, who needs no introduction.
Thank you. I felt the love, President Lowe. I really did. I got to say, that's a tough act to follow. Dr. Lowe, you're a tough act to follow in every possible way. And your remarks today really were very moving, and I think very, very appropriate, because it is about the relationship as much as it is about the building. I have a much more prosaic set of comments. I had a role as chair of the City University Partnership, and obviously I'm very proud of the partnership's role in this, and this is partnership itself. But also as state senator, I want to recognize the state role in this. Over the years, the legislature has appropriated almost $1 million of state money for this project. And it started before I was elected. And I want to recognize my predecessor, Senator John Giannetti, the predecessors of our three delegates, the late Delegate Pauline Menace, who lived in College Park, represented College Park for 40 years, former Delegate Barbara Frush, former Delegate Brian Moe. They got the first $400,000 of state money into this project. And bond bills, when we get these kind of projects, they have deadlines on them. And so they had the opportunity, I had the opportunity to go back to the Budget and Tax Committee every few years and be asked, so where are we with the City Hall? And we say, it's coming, keep authorizing that money. And the legislature supported that. And then my current colleagues, Delegate Mary Lehman, Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick, and Delegate Ben Barnes. Jocelyn, as you know, and Ben live here in the city. And Ben has been the leader on capital projects for the state House of Delegates. And so he's been really our leader on this over recent years. So we're very proud that everyone's come together. We're proud that this is finally happening. I look forward to reporting at the bond hearings this year that I went to the groundbreaking for the City Hall. And with that, Councilwoman Danielle Glaros.
Thank you, Senator Rosapep. Good morning, everyone. So today I think about a few different things. So my relationship with this project started a little over 13 years ago when I had the honor of being hired as the Chief of Staff to the former County Councilmember Eric Olson, who's in the audience today. And now I happen to be the County Councilmember representing this beautiful area. So I've had a little bit of a history, clearly not as long as Senator Rosapep just mentioned, but I think of two things for today's moment. So one is I think of my professor at the University of Maryland when I was in the graduate school program in the School of Public Policy. And he oftentimes would talk about policy, and it really fits well for this project as well, that oftentimes the ideas have been around for a while, the vision has been around for a while, but it's really that one single moment that makes something happen, right? And in this case, it's the moment of the partnership. It's the moment of the University of Maryland. It's the moment of Dr. Lowe. It's the moment of all the leaders that are here today in this space, whether you're speaking or not, that have finally gotten this project in this way built. Originally, it was visioned as just a city hall, and it will be a city hall. But it's also an example, and in my mind, the epitome of the relationship between the University of Maryland and the city of College Park, because this project is a space where there are no boundaries. There is no borders of what is state property and University of Maryland property or what is property that's in the municipality. It is all one College Park. It is a seamless group of people working together in a single space. And so today I think we are celebrating really the pinnacle of this relationship, and I can't wait to see what the next 10 years are going to be like and the projects and works that we're all going to do together. So with that, I'm going to introduce the next speaker, which is Ken Ullman, President of the Terrapin Development Corporation.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. And Dr. Lowe, thank you for the Valentine symbol. You brought that all together. And there are so many folks who made this happen. I'm going to be really brief. The Terrapin Development Company is a company that is co-owned by the University of Maryland and the University of Maryland College Park Foundation. And I wanted to, on behalf of the Terrapin Development Company, part of the reason we're here is because the University of Maryland College Park Foundation had the vision to acquire some key properties in College Park, which are some of the buildings actually where you're sitting right now. And rather than just think of these properties in a vacuum and say, gosh, what can we do on this property? It was critical to partner with the city to make sure we could deliver this project, to deliver a new city hall, to deliver, we talk about the inside spaces, but how about the civic square that it's going to be created? And frankly, we're excited because we have the responsibility and obligation now to lease up the retail and make sure we choose very wisely which retail goes here, so that we've all seen places that have retail that really adds to the vibrancy and the quality of life and brings people together from the university community, the College Park community, and that's our goal and obligation, so that when this is actually built, when you look at images like this, that there are people, students, faculty, residents at College Park, the surrounding community, sitting out on their laptops, having cups of coffee, engaging in sort of the vibrancy that comes with a wonderful college town of which we are in. So it is our thrill. And before I got here 5 years ago, I don't think I had ever heard the term town gown. I've heard it a few times since then. And what I've learned is this work is really hard. It's really hard because we have legitimate, serious issues that with running a great city and with running a large university. And the fact that there is a joint venture between the university and the city, that's a really, really big deal. And not just any joint venture, but delivering a city hall that the city is entrusting in partners to deliver this great project. I see the city council members, they're probably still like, we're really doing this, really? Or, this is a really big deal, and everyone here should be incredibly proud, and now it's up to all of us to deliver an even better project than we see on this board. So with that, I'm going to bring up former Mayor Andy Fellows, who's also a member of the faculty in information studies. So, it was part of his vision that got us here today. Thank you.
So I represent, I'm the ghost of mayors past, and I wanted to say that this is a culmination of many, many years, as we've heard. When I was a student, when Eric Olson and I were students at the University of Maryland, Mayor Anna Owens convened a visioning process from 93 to 95 that talked about how could we create a better downtown. It was university officials, it was community officials, but it wasn't an ongoing structured partnership. But out of that visioning process, a lot of good ideas came, and one of them was to create a city-university partnership. And Mayor Joe Page, who succeeded Mayor Owens, made that happen. Mayor Mike Jacobs and my predecessor, Mayor Steve Brayman, really built the communication bridges between the university and the city, and at times were very, very difficult. So town gown, I've known of that issue and sort of wrestled with that issue for quite some time. But I really feel as if the transformation, beginning actually from around the time I was sworn in 2009, but really due to the present, the really growing, and I really can't thank President Lowe enough for the transformative quality that he brought to this city. This building that we're breaking grounds for, I'm also grateful to be here in the relative calm before the jackhammers begin. That this really is a symbol of both an architectural anchor for a city-university partnership and a beautiful Baltimore Avenue corridor, also the Purple Line, and a walkable urban, and to this being an anchor building of what will be truly one of the great university cities in the world. So thank you. And with that, let the jackhammers begin. I don't know what's coming up next on the program, but thank you very much.
I'll just say, as we come up to break ground, I was remiss in not recognizing, because without the support of the city council and the city staff of the city of College Park, we would not have been able to make this happen. So I do want to recognize my colleagues who came out this morning from the city council. We have from District 3, John Rigg; from District 4, Denise Mitchell and Maria Mackey; from Districts 1, Fazul Kabir and Kate Kennedy, and Robert Day is over here as well from District 3. So, and of course our city staff, our dedicated city staff. Our city manager is traveling today, but and couldn't be here. But we have our assistant city manager Bill Gardner, our director of planning Terry Shum, who so many of our staff. If I start listing them all, I'm going to miss somebody for certain. But so many of them had a critical role in making this happen. So thank you to all of our staff.